Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Joey here, and today we're going to be talking about how to solo a tier 3 Enderman Slayer. We're going to be going through everything that you need to do this, and then I will show you guys how to solo it, so like during the boss. So first things first, you're going to want to get yourself a full set of Final Destination armor. Now, I recommend getting Wisdom 5 if you're going to be alone for the most part. When you're doing tier 3s, tier 3s are pretty easy, so I think Wisdom 5 would be pretty good for you. Doesn't really have to be recommed, but I have it recommed just because the extra buffs that it gives, so why not? As you can see, I have over 50k for pretty much everything here. You don't have to get that much. 5 to 10k kills on your armor should be good enough. Yeah. Next, you're going to want to get yourself a sword for some damage. Now, damage, it really matters on your talismans. If you have a good talisman bag, you'll be doing a lot of damage. If you don't have a good talisman bag, you won't be doing that much, but that's okay. It's only a tier 3, so it doesn't matter all that much. I have an atom split because I'm doing tier 4s, but for tier 3s, I recommend getting a Vorpal Katana. So Vorpal Katana is very, very cheap, and it's affordable. It goes for around 12 mil or so, and you're going to want to get yourself a tier 6 because it does a little bit more damage than One for All. So tier 6 is Ender Slayer 6, Giant Killer 6, Sharpness 6, Triple Strike 4, and that's pretty much it for that. Next, you're going to want to have a AOTE or an AOTV. The reason why is because when you teleport, it gives you extra damage. So as you can see, I did 500k there, and normally I do less than that. See, now I'm doing 300, 400k, so it adds like a good amount of damage. So I definitely recommend it. I don't think there's a difference with AOTE or AOTV in the damage buff it'll give you, but yeah, pretty much that. Next, you're gonna want to get yourself healing. So Wand of Atonement and a Fluoride Sword. The Fluoride Sword isn't necessary, but I have it because if I'm really, really low, I could just use it and I'll gain like 300 health per click. So I could just get 1,000 health back fast, and then I use Wand of Atonement, and I'm back to full health in like less than 5 seconds, which is really, really good. Next, you're going to want to have a Mana Flux Power Orb. Now this, you're going to want to make sure you place down every time it runs out, and this will help you with your mana regen and dealing a little bit more damage. This will also help with staying alive, of course. Overflux would be more ideal, but for tier 3s, Mana Flux should do the trick. Next, you're going to want to get yourself a Summoning Ring or a Necromancer Lord Sword. So if you get a Summoning Ring, these things cost around 16 mil with these souls in it. I have 3 of them. They're M3 tank zombies. They do the job. 3 is enough. You don't have to have 60 of them. 3 is more than enough, so this will do the job for hits phase. And if you have a Necromancer Lord Sword, and you have the souls on there, make sure to have this setup right here. So Necromancer Lord helmet and boots, and then just Wise Dragon, because every piece adds an extra soul, so you could add like 4 souls on your sword and you can spawn them with this set. If you don't have enough mana for it, just get yourself a sheep pet. It costs around 9 mil for a level 100. I got a 99 because it does the job. They're pretty cheap. You can sell it afterwards. Another thing that I use during boss, I got this pet since it does the job, and it's pretty much equivalent to when you have 2 pets for it. So Mythic Enderman, you take 30% less damage from end monsters, and you get 40% more Combat Wisdom. Combat Wisdom is just 40% more combat XP against Enderman. So this is like a wolf pet, but for Enderman. So that's why I use this. But if you don't want to get that because it's too expensive for you, go with a level 100 wolf and then a blue whale or a baby yeti for when you're actually doing the boss. So summoning, spawning it, you'll have a wolf, and then after you go with your tank pet for the fight. But for me, Enderman, a mythic E-Man, it does the job for spawning it and during. and I have a Dwarf Shaman on it. That way I don't take knockback. I'm pretty sure that's everything to the items that you need. Of course, if you want to get yourself decent talismans, go for it, but if you're only doing tier 3s until E-Man 6, I don't really see a point of getting a good talisman bag. So yeah, but better your talismans, the better damage you'll be doing. And for the magic power, like selected power thing, I use commando with tuning points on strength and crit damage because I find that helps me the most. But if there's another power that helps you with mana or damage, go for it, but this is just what I use. So I'm going to show you guys how I spawn in my souls. You might not have the same way that I do it, but this is how I do it. I wear this set so I have enough mana, and then I just switch back to everything. Put that there, and yeah, so I will continue, or I'll cut back to whenever I am going to spawn the boss, and I'll show you guys how I do it. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. Oh, actually, it's about to spawn, so let me just do it right now. I didn't know I was this close to spawning. Yeah, I just use the ability with the right click, make sure you have soul flow. I'll place Mana Flux down, it's a little bit laggy, and then I'll let my tank zombies do the job. Use the ability. Click as fast as you can. Ability. Also sneak the whole time that you are doing the boss. There you go. See here, if you have a hard time with tier 3s and you're taking a lot of damage, when it's his phase, just back away and heal. AOTE back, that way you can get that damage buff. You can also just AOTE like this. It also does the job. Run through. There's also heads, so for the heads, just line yourself up with the boss, you see? That way you could do some damage, and look at the heads, and that's pretty much it. So, it wasn't the best kill, I'm not gonna lie, I could do way better, but, it's fine, it's okay. That's a tier 3. In case if you guys were wondering why my beacon was green, or why it wasn't, or why yours aren't, I have mods. So a few mods that I recommend getting are Skytills. So for Skytills, you can get Void Gloom. So it shows the display the info of your boss, and then it gives you Yanglif ping. So Yanglif is the beacon. Whenever the beacon gets thrown, you'll get the notification on your screen saying Yanglif, and then you'll know that it's beacon phase. And let me see if it's this mod. Okay, it's not. And then I also use high add-ons. This also has a few things for Void Gloom. So it highlights the beacon in a certain color. And this is just the heads. It'll highlight the heads as well. So for me, it's green. And there's another thing here for the beams, but that's for tier 4. So that's not really important. But yeah, that's the video. Definitely consider dropping a like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below of what videos you guys want to see next. Once I hit E-Man 7, which will be in that much XP, I will be making a video on how I made the money that I made. So as you can see, I have quite a bit of money for myself, and once I sell my E-Man set, I'll have 1 bill. So I'll basically be explaining how I made that money and what you can do to make the same amount of money, like give or take. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.